MF Doom is one of those rappers that have a great catalog of music, but sadly never really made it to the mainstream. Even people who listen to hip-hop may not be too aware of who MF Doom is and probably won't know much about him. His tragic passing in 2020 definitely brought some attention to him as people who were fans of him grieved and hip-hop legends expressed their respect for Doom. As they say, he's your favorite rapper.
How Doom hold heat and preach non-violence. He about to start the speech, come on, silence.
March 23rd, 2004 is a historic date for Doom and hip-hop. On that day, the collab tape between Madlib and MF Doom dropped under the stage name Madvillainy. The project, as you may know, is called Madvillainy. Now, if you're not too familiar with MF Doom, you might not know, but he had a lot of alternative characters and egos aside from just MF Doom. He has Victor Vaughn, King Ghidorah, Metal Fingers, which is his producer alias, and he also has many more characters that come with collaborative projects with other artists. Madvillainy is one of those. The album is widely regarded as one of the best albums in hip-hop history, and fairly so. It never really saw commercial success. It peaked at number 73 on the US Billboard 200, but as its age, the project has definitely got more heads turning towards it. Madvillainy is widely known for MF Doom's insane rhyme schemes and lyrics, and Madlib's production, which features a strong prominence of samples. Madlib is honestly amazing at finding really obscure samples and making them into songs, and this is one of the most well-produced albums in hip-hop history.
Tripping off the beat, kinda dripping off the meat grinder, heat niner, pimping.
Get down with the bus stop.
May I have your attention?
Keep your battery charged, you know it won't stick, yo, and it's not his fault you kick slow.
Most tracks on this album include multiple samples, some being incredibly specific, and by that, you know, when I say incredibly specific, let me tell you what I mean. There's a song that samples a song from a soundtrack of an Indian movie released in 1969 that is barely known in India, never mind in the US. Like, bro, how do you even find that shit? That's the magic of Madlib. He's able to find such unique and specific samples, spot sample potential in them, and then actually make it work. The production is very punchy, there's a lot happening, but it's not too much. It's very well packaged together and packs a punch. A perfect example of how heavy and hard-hitting the production on this record is the 7th track, Sick Fit. This was actually left as just an instrumental, and Doom didn't rap over it because he thought it was quote-unquote too good. And honestly, I can see why he would have thought that. It's short, has insanely punchy kicks that are paired with a sub bass, and it doesn't try doing too much. It does just enough for it to feel full and leave some space for the artist to do his thing on it. The runtime of this album is also perfect. Paired with the explosive beats, fascinating and fast rhyme schemes from Doom, it's in its benefit that most songs are between 1 and 2 minutes long. It's just enough so that you don't get bored of it, and Doom uses the time he's been given on each song to the fullest. Song structure wise, there's a noticeable lack of choruses, but that works great in my opinion. I don't know how good it would be if these tracks were longer and more planned out, so to say. I like the feel of them where it's just one long verse or 2 verses, nothing is really organized. It's just Doom going off of great instrumentals for a solid 2 minutes, and then boom, done, on to the next one. And in my opinion, this may be the greatest individual performance by a rapper we have ever seen. Content wise, Doom's lyrics are definitely not philosophical or anything at all really, but they're fun, cartoony, and embrace the character of Doom, the villain.
What up? The old rapper, shut up, and while you shutting up, put a shirt on, at least a button up. Yuck. As they rappers are stripping males out of work jerks since they shut down Chippendales.
His style of rapping is also fascinating. He is often offbeat and goes off the rails a lot. Something really unique that he likes to do is that he likes to sometimes leave a whole line out or entirely skip over that bar and pick up the next set of bars, which is why most people who are not fond of Doom may not like it on their first listen. I mean, hell, I didn't like him too much on my first listen. It just sounded a little bit odd, and I felt like he was saying a bunch of nonsense. It didn't quite get the hype, but of course, going back to the now, I was an idiot. His flow is the reason why people would say he's offbeat, but he does it on purpose, and it works so well. It just feels like he never stops. He just keeps going and going. That paired up with mind-blowing rhyme schemes where literally every syllable rhymes is great. It feels villainous. It feels like he's in God mode. He just goes off and you can't even process everything in one listen. Whenever you're listening to a funny lyric or interesting rhyme pattern that catches your ear, he barely gives you any time to process it. He just keeps going and brings more of those moments.
The rest is empty with no brain, but the clever nerd, the best MC with no chain you ever heard. Heat niner, pimpin', strippin', soft, sweet minor. China was a neat sign of trouble with the script digits, double dip, bubble lip. As he uttered a calm flow, don't talk about my mom, yo. Sometimes he rhyme quick, sometimes he rhyme slow, or vice versa.
He's also got plenty of funny lyrics, some that have genuinely made me laugh out loud.
Spit so many verses, sometimes my jaw twitches. One thing this party could use is more booze.
It's not a perfect project by any means, but it doesn't try to be. Not every song is going to be perfect when you have 22 songs, and given what Doom and Madlib were going for with this project, it hits that mark really well. This is also what I would call a classic, something that leaves a mark on the genre. When people look over revolutionary and groundbreaking abstract hip-hop albums, and just rap albums in general, I'm gonna be honest, they look here, they look at Madvillainy. Ask any hip-hop head who has an understanding of the genre and they will give nothing but praise for Doom, Madlib, and this album. It's hard to pick out my favorite songs, but if I'd have to mention Accordion. The sample is pulsating while the song just grooves.
Living off borrowed time, the clock tick faster. That'll be the hour they knock the slick blaster.
Meat Grinder, one of the best Doom performances ever, and the only Doom song which I know from start to finish off the top of my head.
Tripping off the beat, kinda dripping off the meat grinder. Heat niner, pimpin', stripping, soft, sweet minor.
Raid has an insane sample and one of the only songs with a feature, but it works pretty well.
How Doom hold heat and preach non-violence. He about to start speech, come on, silence.
Sick Fit is an insane instrumental. I already explained what I like about that song. Curls as well. Doom's lyrics on Curls are great.
Bill and get the money like curls. They just trying to get a nut like squirrels in his mad world.
And Figaro, probably Doom's most popular track, and I can definitely see why.
Shot a jack, got her back. It's not an act stack. Forgot about the cackalack, holler back, clack, clack, blocker, villainy.
And for all those reasons that I have named, I feel like I have to give this project a 9 out of 10. Tell me what you guys think of the record. Would you call it a classic? If you like it, tell me why. If you didn't, also tell me why. I'm looking to hear you guys' opinions. Please leave a like on the video and subscribe. That would help me a ton, as it would push the video and my channel in the YouTube algorithm. I will make a song ranking to this album as well, so please make sure to check that out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!